Controversial radio host Kyle Sandilands has fired back at critics who condemned him for calling monkeypox a gay virus. During the August 23 broadcast of The Kyle and Jackie O Show, the shock jock decreed that only the gays contract the virus, which he also dubbed the big gay disease. Discussing the distasteful segment on a recent episode of The Project, Professor Bill Bowtell suggested that Kyle's comments were a form of hate speech. Now, the 51-year-old has slammed Professor Bowtell on air, calling him a dog. "Listen to me, dog. The stats are actually scientific, you dopey professor," Kyle said on September 7. Claiming that the professional was trying to instill woke culture, the radio host read out statistics pertaining to monkeypox cases. 98% of those people are gay men. So that's not misinformation, he declared. That's the truth. So this professor trying to instill this woke culture of not telling everybody the truth, therefore some people get sick and some people die. That's stupid. What did Kyle Sandilands say about monkeypox in August? In July, Australia's chief medical officer, Professor Paul Kelly, declared the influx of monkeypox cases a communicable disease incident of national significance. As of August 25, there are 106 cases in Australia. However, Kiss FM's shock jock took it upon himself to declare the contagious infection the big gay disease live on air, which went down as well as you'd expect. During the August 23 broadcast of The Kyle and Jackie O Show, Kyle discussed his requirements for Jackie O Henderson to be vaccinated before meeting his newborn son, Otto. At the time, the show's breakfast newsreader Brooklyn Ross asked, "What about me? Do I need the monkeypox vaccine?" Then, Kyle joked that he wasn't letting any gays near his son before urging Brooklyn to call his partner, Damien, to discuss whether he feared contracting the infection due to his sexuality. "The monkeypox, the big gay disease floating around, it's only the gays getting it," Kyle said to Damien. "Are you worried about getting it?" The longtime host questioned if Damien had seen the big dirty scabs that everyone who contracts monkeypox gets. Kyle Sandilands further adds to monkeypox stigma during chat with medical expert. The Kyle and Jackie O Show's medical expert, elusively dubbed Dr. Kias, was also brought in on the discussion. "I'm putting my life in the gays' hands as well," Kyle said after asking the doctor about his risk of contracting monkeypox should his openly gay colleague come in contact with the virus. The Australian Idol judges' comments have since come under fire by the Australian Federation of AIDS Organisations, as reported by the Sydney Morning Herald. Comments such as this are not just hurtful, they are also deeply unhelpful, a spokesperson for the Federation told the publication. While controversy isn't unfamiliar for Kyle, his comments are particularly gross considering he positions himself as an ally of the LGBTQIA+ community, particularly gay men, who are said to be most at risk of contracting monkeypox. Right now, thousands of gay and bisexual men are doing the right thing by monitoring for monkeypox symptoms, to look after their health and that of their partners, the spokesperson continued. They added that segments such as Kyle's moves to inflame stigma and deters people from seeking appropriate treatment. "We would be very happy to provide a private briefing for Mr. Sandilands so that he can play a constructive role in the national monkeypox response." Kyle Sandilands speaks out against backlash. The Australian Federation of AIDS Organisations' response to the Kiss FM segment was included as part of Andrew Hornery's weekend column. In a rightfully harsh criticism, he penned, "Sandilands left listeners gobsmacked after making a series of sexist, homophobic, crude and lewd comments, ranging from group sex acts and hairy-armed old lessos to catching thrush from dirty girls and not letting any gays near his newborn son for fear of catching monkeypox." He seemingly achieved the impossible this week by reaching a new low in breakfast FM radio. However, taking to the airwaves on August 29, Kyle disregarded the openly gay commentator's column due to a past write-up about Rebel Wilson. "All the gays hate Andrew Hornery, remember, because of the Rebel Wilson outing," he said. "He's trying to throw the blame onto me because I dared let all the gays know, to watch out for the monkeypox." Australian Radio Network, ARN, the broadcasting company behind Kiss FM, also addressed the segment after Kyle's initial comments. Kyle is renowned for his colourful vernacular, a representative told the Daily Mail Australia. We appreciate that those unaccustomed to his expressions may consider the content opinionated, and the range of topics discussed on the show are not to everyone's taste. Not sure about you, but that sounds similar to someone sweeping SHT under the rug. Want even more goss? Listen to episode 208 of the So Dramatic podcast with Megan Puschetto below. Know something that we don't? Spill the tea here. Get the tea first. Follow So Dramatic on Instagram and tune in on Mondays to get your reality tea fix with the So Dramatic podcast with Megan Puschetto. Indy Brumelin September 8, 2022. Indy Brumelin. Indy is a junior digital content producer who spends her days delving into the good, the bad and the ugly of reality TV. When she's not on the clock, you can find her binging TV thrillers on Netflix and dancing around a kitchen to Elton John. Favorite reality TV show, Beauty and the Geek. Most iconic reality TV star, Abby I'm a Gemini Chatfield, but Ajazlahi Mansell comes in a close second.